So this is it, right?
Do you doubt the truth?
Do you?
I doubt that you don't doubt.
Now I'm doubting.
Then the search must continue.
You notice the Pyrenees building right there that he's looking at, and he's basically investigating the see the eye reference, and the Pyrenees building being too obviously placed right by the eye. And one thing you'll notice, which kind of concurs with my point, is that you can only see what he's seeing, okay, with a helicopter. Understand that there is no building behind you to actually stand on and see the alignment between the pyramid and the eye, okay? But when you're inside of a helicopter and you do the point of view, you see what the map is trying to tell us to do, which is put the pyramid in front of your eye. And again, the only way to see this is to get a helicopter. You can't see it any other way. Alright, so this is the Epsilon tract, the complete tract, which is their kind of official Bible, okay? And one thing I want to point out to you is that in the first verse, Omega, it says, okay, it says, like gravity, just as an apple flies up from a tree, becomes a great eagle. Alright? So what seems like greed can, in its own way, be the most selfishless act of all. There's no reason why they would just, they're probably bringing it up just for symbolism, right? But then, in the second verse, they said, and I prove that through my adherence and manifest generosity, and by the eagle and the dove and the peach tree and upward gravity, by understanding, above all, this manifest truth form. Okay? This manifest truth form. Alright? I want you to understand what this shit really means. It's a lot deeper than you think. Alright? It's crazy that no one really sat here and read all this shit, because in almost every single thing they're telling you little clues. Look at this. And if you know all things, you are craft, just as craft took the form, okay, of an eagle. If that's not, if that's not a clear reference, okay, to the peyote Easter egg, all right, if that's not some way in some form telling you about some other Easter egg in the game, come on now, you guys got to use your brain about this. You can really be real skeptical to what I'm saying, okay? And I understand that it all sounds like just a spectacle, but the fact of the matter is that this is shit they put in the game, okay? Check this out, all right? I'm not bullshitting here, all right? Chapter 5, verse 1, Tau. Only the apple tree and the peach tree speak. These are the trees we came from, and they are the same tree. Peaches are in fact apples, and they are the tree that was in the lake, okay? And was in the egg that was near the eagle that I mentioned above, okay? These things all mean the same fucking shit. We did not fucking read, okay? You guys want a fucking jetpack. It's in here, okay? All this shit, all this bullshit that we're trying to find, it's like it's not gonna just pop out, okay? Rockstar wanted us to look shit up. They wanted us to understand their fucking game. Alright? And now we're back to the wiki. And I want you guys to understand that throughout the video and throughout many of my videos, I will never spit no bullshit. It will always be truth, okay? The eye in the fucking sky, alright? It's what they've literally been telling us is the fucking eye on the mural, alright? Another way that the game has been literally telling us what the fucking eye represents. And it's all about point of view. A bird's eye point of view. Okay? This is the only mission in the fucking game called Eye in the fucking Sky. Alright? And you start off in the fucking mission as Trevor, and guess what you have to do? Enter in the helicopter. You guys, do you not understand what the fuck I'm saying here? This game has always referred to its birds as helicopters. And they wanted you to take a helicopter, look at the fucking mountain, okay? And they wanted you, and I know it sounds crazy, you guys, but they wanted you to look at the fucking mountain like this. That's all they wanted. They wanted you to do some bullshit ass fucking Jay-Z sign. That's all. It's a lot easier than we ever would have thought. It's a pyramid right in front of your eye. And we would have never saw it. Never. Alright? There was a bunch of clues telling us, look with a fucking helicopter, a bird's eye view, and look at the mountain. They've said it. They've fucking said it. In so many different ways. The pyramid building tells us to put a pyramid in front of our eye. How many times is the game going to tell us, put a pyramid in front of you guys' eyes? That's the point. You have to use your brain, because they fucking did, okay? You can't expect a jetpack to just jump out at us, you guys. They want us to take the references, okay, and understand and look them fucking up. It's no different than them writing 6EQUJ on the side of a hippie hill. And then they guess what? They want us to look that up, all right, and understand, hey, what is a wow signal? All right? It's a special frequency we found when we found special shit. All right? And if we didn't understand that, we wouldn't understand that the horn was even special. We would think it's just another horn. Okay? But they threw the wow signal at us. Because they threw everything else at us. I want you to understand. All right? Bird's eye view is not just bullshit. Okay? And it's not just like I'm making up shit just to make a video. A top-down perspective, okay, is the same thing as a bird's eye view. You can look it up. And it's always been part of GTA. Always. Alright? This is part of their historics. They're trying to tell you, alright, in small, very, very small increments, they're telling you little subtle hints. Look at the game, alright, how it has been looked at before, okay? Because I just read this, that I'm not bullshitting about a bird's eye view. You guys, look in the description, alright? And I'm gonna fucking read it, because you guys think, most of you skeptics just think I'm bullshitting about what I found, but once you find it too, you'll start making the correlations between everything in the fucking game. The description of the top-down perspective, alright? Adopted in both GTA 1 and 2 as the only camera angle in the game, the view simply depicts the player and their surrounding from a bird's eye view. Evaluation slip before you sign in as Michael, and notice how they have a question that says, are you able to look at things and see them as metaphors for other things like trees and eagles? Okay? Understand what I mean about this. It's all correlated. I'm actually watching a Trippy Commentaries video, and shout out to Trippy Commentaries and RJ and them. But as you see, Trevor is he's finna throw someone over the bridge, and look what he says. The little bird will never learn to fly if he isn't pushed out of the nest. I'm telling you. These birds. Like, just really think about it, you guys. Okay? It's all about point of view. Alright? Why give Trevor an FIB, alright, which we already know is correlated to just Easter eggs in general. Why would they give him an FIB labeled helicopter? Okay? Why? You guys, I mean, from the very beginning of the game, he can already fly planes and, you know, most of the stuff that's in the game, the crop duster and whatnot. Why would they do that? I don't understand that. I don't, you know, it could be coincidence. Or it could be that this is one of the biggest clues that they gave us to get in a fucking helicopter, which is exactly what I do. And I want you to understand when I show you the next thing about Mount Chiliad is that Mount Chiliad and the position that it is in, as far as the actual mural goes, okay, excuse my busted phone, the fact of the matter is that it's not the same position, okay? And I'm going to show you guys the right position and why they even chose to have it in this position, alright? Understand that there are subtle differences between the way the mural looks, like right here, the hump in the mountain, and how there's no hump up here. Really think about that, okay? Because we're at the wrong position of the point of view, and I'm going to show you the right position of the point of view. Hey, so my boy UC559 actually hit me up and was wondering about this hill, the hippie hill. And like I said in the previous part, the crescent moon to me means, personally, I think it means that it's right before dawn, which is why the top of that part is orange, okay? Because why would it show a moon and then depict the sun? Why would it do that? You have to think about that. And then another thing you have to think about is that when you think about this mural, it's the same exact thing as what I described. You know, the same places are everywhere. This being the observatory, that being Fort Zancudo, because there's, if you see, which my camera's horrible, but there's signs of a river over here, okay? And that's the Zancudo River that they're depicting, okay? And then right here has to be the Altarist camp, which makes it closer to the cliff, okay? Right here, which is why it has the orange, and the sky is the praising sun part of the aspect, okay? That is in the green part of the aspect, but notice some parts of white, which to me, I think depict the city, which is Michael's house, okay? It's a hard perception to look at it as, but you have to look at it from a bird's point of view, okay? As you see the moon in the background and how it's a crescent moon, it's almost eclipsed, okay? And this is part of the abduction. That's why at Gordo you can see the abduction time, alright? Which is the crescent moon before it gets to dawn, alright? It's the phase right before the red, alright? The real orange sun, which is what they've represented in several different suns. And it's right between that and the actual bright sun that you're supposed to praise. It's all about timing. Again, these speculative steps are kind of just templates for people who have 100% to run on. But it's pretty obvious that this mountain only forms the curve like it does right now, okay? And the indent like it does in the background to the top, alright? Look at the mural again. Alright? You see that? This is the only position in the game, you guys, where it's like this. Why? I'm telling you, it's because of that. Over there is Mount Gordo. And at the very end is the last step of Michael's Easter egg before he gets abducted.